Hi, it's Cassie with Cassy's Parlor, and we're on week 4 of the Art Journal Adventure September box. And so today's card is the technique card, and it's the last card of the bunch, and I'm super excited to do this one. I hope you guys practice a lot because this is super fun. It takes a little bit to get used to, but you can make some really cool faces with this. So it's the technique card. It's called Single Line Face. So you place your pencil or pen or marker or whatever you're using to draw on the page to draw a face, and don't pick up the instrument until it is done. Okay, so I'm going to be using our Pitt pens that we have, and I'm using a background that's already been started. So this was one of the, I think this was the first picture, the first prompt card we did this month, and I have this awesome background here. This is from the, I think it's from the Coral Crush, looks like it anyway, from the Pixie Sparkles that were in the kit, and of course my stencil for the month, which is the path, and it's just the negative of that, as you can see here. Is it upside down? There we go. Okay, so that's that, and that is from a different time, but you know how I love to create my backgrounds earlier and then kind of come back and find inspiration and create with them later on. I just have to show you this really quick. Look at this Pixie Sparkle. Can you see? Look at that shine in there, that gold shimmer. Oh, that's amazing. It's just amazing. I love the Pixie Sparkle so much. Okay, so we're doing Single Line Face. So I really also kind of love this. I fussy cut this doodle piece out of this tissue, like, not really tissue, it's a little thicker than that, but just this collage paper that I gave you guys. You can see I just cut the end out of it because I love this funky little doodle here. And I think I want this to be the top of my page, so I'm going to glue that down. I think I'm going to do that before I draw because my person is going to be like here. I don't know, I just love it. I love it so much, and I felt like it had to be on this page. At first I was thinking it could be the hair for my drawing person, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work out. It could just be on the side. I just couldn't help myself. I had to use it some kind of way because it's super, super cute. So I think I like it on the top. I'm going to draw my person down here, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to use some iridescent medium I have here. You can use all sorts of different kinds of adhesives or whatever to stick this down. This is just what I have handy, so I'm going to use it. And I think I'm just going to use a palette knife to kind of spread it around. It's iridescent, so that's going to be fun. You know, I'm putting a good coat underneath and spreading it out, and it's going to act as an adhesive for me. All right, and then I will put another coat on top just to make sure it's stuck down really well, not going to go anywhere. And it's going to have a little bit of an iridescent finish to it. And when it dries, it will definitely be clear with that iridescence. So I think I'm going to add the tiniest bit more. Okay, and this, it doesn't matter the brand. This is Liquitex Basics, but you know, if you just have a regular matte medium, if you have that spray, I was going to use the spray, but I couldn't find it. I think I didn't go far enough down here, and these little areas were not sticking very well. There we go. That's better. So then I saw this, and I was like, oh, iridescent, that might be fun. Okay, so we're just getting it stuck down really well, and then we'll let it dry. And look at how fun. It's already done for me. I didn't have to make that myself. Of course, it's fun to make it ourselves, but sometimes, you know, art that other people do is also really fun, and it's just a nice, quick, and easy way to make a background. So I'm going to cut off the excess thing. Iridescent medium, it dries quickly. Another thing you can do with this total side note, it's not in your kit, and I wasn't planning on using it, but here it is. You can mix this, it says use with your acrylic paint. You can mix this with your paint, and or even if you have like pigment powders or things like that, and give it some sparkle and shimmer and iridescence like this. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if the camera will pick it up. Can you see that shine in there? Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, it's a fun little thing to pick up. Okay, so now we're gonna draw our face. So I definitely want the bullet nib, which is the 1,5. I've been using that one a lot here. And I would definitely practice with your dominant hand for sure, but I will also say, if you're so inclined, or, you know, if you practice a bunch of times and you're like, oh, that's pretty fun, maybe try it also with your non-dominant hand. That could be really fun too, since this is really playful and just totally up to your interpretation and on all of that. There's no wrong answer here, and while the faces can be very funky, they can also be really cool. So the point is, once you put your pen or marker or crayon or pencil or whatever you're using to draw this down on the paper, you do not lift it up until your whole face is done. So you want to kind of think about, you know, how you're going to do that. Okay, so that's the tricky part. So I'm going to start down here. I'm going to give him a nice long skinny neck, and then just coming up. I don't know, this is going to be the super funkiest face. I didn't want to go all the way down. I'm going to do some eyes right on the end. And then another eye. Maybe yours is going to look like an alien when it's done. There's a side nose. Okay, now I'm on the mouth. So you just got to think about what you're doing and what you want your end result to be. You can even go back on your line. As long as you don't pick up your pen or pencil, you're okay. Alright, and then I'm coming down from the chin, like that chin area. And I'm going to do my neck. And then I'm coming back up to finish the face. And then do I want like eyelids and eyeballs? I don't know. There, that's kind of interesting. Again, I have not picked up my pen, as you can see. And you can also see that my lines are very wonky and funky, and I think that adds to the fun and the charm of the whole thing. And I just kind of keep moving, you know. I think we're not going to have any eyebrows. Are we going to have hair? I think we're going to have hair. Like funky hair like this, just real simple. Okay. Hair, no ears. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm done. I haven't picked up yet. Okay, I'm done. There's my funky, I think it's a girl. It looks like a girl to me. And she's looking up. Maybe she's looking up into this. Maybe this is like a thought bubble for her, or like she's daydreaming about this thing. I don't know. I really like her though. I like the background. You know, I like to draw faces on top of background patterns. That's really fun. There's my single line face drawing. I'm going to show you close up. Very funky. You can do as abstract or however you like. You can see how different it is from this other face I've drawn. But both are really fun, and, you know, and are engaging different parts of your creative brain, which is awesome. And yeah, and they're just allowing you to think about things in a different way, and thinking about proportions and all of that stuff and the way that it's supposed to look. I mean, you know, I think the lips are the hardest part, because you're here and you got to do like the one bump. But you could do straight across. You don't have to do it this way either. Anyway, okay, I could ramble on a bit about this, but I like this, and I'm done. I'm totally done. I like this just as it is. I love this up here. She's kind of looking up at it. Maybe it's going to be a speech bubble or like a daydream thing. Maybe I could make a little bubble around it. Why not? Let's use a different one. Let's use my brush, soft chisel. Let's see. I'm using SB. my soft brush, and we're just, because she's looking up, it makes me feel like she's kind of daydreaming here. So I'm just going to make it a little like thought bubble. This didn't glue down very well. I'll fix that. You know, it's just a little thought bubble. Okay. Is she thinking about, I could put a phrase up in here in this little thought bubble. I can do that so it's like she's thinking about it, right? I love this brush pen. If this weren't a single line drawing, I might give her some eyelashes or something with this brush pen, because that's a really nice flicky type of pen. Okay, I found this book of the die cut block from Art by Marlene. I'm not sure which collection this is. Let's see if it'll tell me. Block BM05. But she doesn't have like a name for it, I don't think. Anyway, she's got a ton of these, and they're really fun. They have pictures and they also have quotes. And I kind of just want to have a quote in here, and I want to use one of hers. And I like this one, so we're going to go with it. And it says, "Don't just be a lady, be a legend." So I'm going to have this in here, and I'm going to use this again since it's just right here, no big deal. And I'm just going to put some on the back of it like it's adhesive, because, you know, it's not necessarily made to be adhesive, but it works. It's going to stick it to this background page. Don't just be a lady, be a legend. And I'm going to let that just be white. I don't want that to be iridescent as well. Maybe she's going to have a crown. Are there any crowns in here? Okay, actually, I'm just going to use these stars here. I like these two. That's fun. I highly encourage you to have some stuff like this around. It's great to make your own stuff, but sometimes you just need that little something to kind of finish things off, and I think this is just a good, fun way to do that. So I'm going to add this one, the bigger one down here. I feel like I should have 3 of them. Let's see. Let's see if there's a smaller one or something else. Hold on, let me just, here we go. A nice small one, that's what I really want. Just a good small little star. Doing collage work in your journal is a great way to create without having to be the artist that drew it. You know, some of us just aren't that comfortable with it, or we just don't feel like it sometimes. Sometimes I just want to, I have an idea in my head, I want to make it, but I don't want to have to try to figure out how to draw it and all that stuff. This is a great way to just help finish your page and do what you want to do without having to, you know, to draw it yourself. Anyway, that's it. So here's my final page. Super fun. It was a speech bubble, and I love the doodles behind it, and I kind of love how it evolved. I like my single line face person, lady, and so I cannot wait to see your single line person. I'm super excited. I hope you've enjoyed this month of drawing faces and trying them in different ways and using them with different techniques, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.